All right, we now turn to more far left, and this is lunacy, out of California. Get this one. San Francisco's reparations committee is proposing a whopping $5 million to each black longtime resident. Not $5 million total, $5 million to each black resident, including total debt forgiveness. But that's not all. The plan also calls for the city to supplement lower income black recipients annually for the next 250 years. Where is all this money going to come from? Here for reaction, Fox News contributor Leo Terrell and Epoch Times host Larry Elder. Leo, how does every bad idea come out of California, and how do they imagine this would get implemented?
First of all, it's not going to ever get implemented. I'll be the first lawyer to fight against this. Pete, Larry, this is outrageous. It's unlawful. It's unconstitutional. It's racist. But it's not surprising it came from California. On the day of MLK's birthday, we're talking about a racist program to benefit individuals who happen to be black, $5 million. California was a free state. Who's going to pay for it? Why should they get $5 million? Because of skin color? It's insulting. It's racist. And I'll tell you right now, this state a couple of years ago tried to pass Prop 16, an old version of affirmative action. It lost, even though that meant that there was sane Democrats who knew it's unfair to benefit one group over another because of skin color. One last point. Somebody said, judge a person by the character of his conduct, not the color of his skin. And that is a person that we should be following, not giving people $5 million based on skin color. It's outrageous.
Well, and that's the person we honor today on this holiday, Martin Luther King Jr. And Larry, but we laugh, and rightfully so. This is exactly what large portions of the Democrat Party would like to push politically, not just in San Francisco and elsewhere, is taxpayers pay for the sins of the past, as if that's going to make things better.
Yeah, reparations is the extraction of money from people who were never slave owners to be given to people who were never slaves. And Pete and Leo, what I want to know is, do I get the $5 million on top of the $233,000 that Gavin Newsom's task force already said that we get? And this business about supplementing income for the next 250 years, where did that come from? America wasn't a country until 1789. Slavery ended in 1865. That's 76 years. So that's kind of fuzzy math. And as you pointed out, Leo, California was not a slave state. San Francisco was not a slave city. Michael Medved says only about 5% of white Americans have any sort of generational connection to slavery. So why should everybody else pay? Furthermore, slavery was a Democrat institution. Why don't Democrats pay? Jim Crow was a Democrat institution. Why don't Democrats pay? Very few Republicans own slaves. Why should Republicans pay a dime? The whole thing is absolutely insulting. What's next? They're going to give California back to Mexico? I mean, honestly.
You never know.
Can I just say one other thing?
Go ahead, Leo. Yeah.
America does not have a race issue. America has a race card issue because the Democrats need to play the race card. They need to keep blacks on the government payroll because without the black population, there's no Democratic Party. They have a race card issue, and they're never going to let that card go. This country has no systemic racism. That's something in 1955. In 2023, we have no institutionalized racism, but you can't tell that to a Democrat.
Leo, would you agree? I mean, that is a strong statement saying, hey, this is being made up to further divide us.
Absolutely.
Of course it is.
Absolutely. I want to make sure.
It's all about.
I'm sorry, Larry.
I'm going to say it's all about making sure that the Democrats keep getting that monolithic black vote, about 95%, without which they cannot win. So instead of concentrating on the number one problem facing the black community, which is the absence of fathers, the fact that 85% of black eighth graders are neither math nor reading grade proficient, let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about crime going on in urban areas. Let's talk about nonsense like making other people who had nothing whatever to do with Jim Crow and slavery pay money to black people in order for them to keep getting the black vote, as Leo pointed out.
Leo and Larry, two great Americans. Great to talk to you tonight. Thanks for being here.